And we're live. Back at it again with another episode. The Culture Book Club. We here. We ready.
Got my camera better.
Yeah, he got his camera better for those people who goes and looked at the YouTube, you know. We for those who don't know, we do have a YouTube page. It's called the Cultural Book Club. I still can't say culture right sometimes, so sorry about that. Yeah. And today we're going to be wrapping up The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter.
Don't forget to check out that Instagram.
Yeah, check out the Instagram. We got the Instagram also. We coming along. We're getting better every day, like I say. Also, stay tuned. We're gonna let y'all know at the end what we're doing for our next one. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
the next one with some heat.
The next one is gonna be good too. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not saying this wasn't exciting too, but I'm excited for the next topic. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Stay tuned all the way through the end of the video or the end of the podcast. Listen all the way to the end, and you'll see what we're about to do next. And join us, and you'll be ready to hear our discussion about that topic next. All right.
So without further ado, jumping back into our book, The Power of Discipline. Man, starting off, man, like I thought that we had covered so much heat in the first chapters of this book. When I first started reading this first chapter of chapter 4, the beginning of chapter 4, I'm sorry, the Dunning-Kruger Effect. And, you know, we talked about this, and man, it's a real thing. It's a real thing to have too much confidence, to believe that you are a master of your art and really be incompetent in that. And one of the things that I immediately thought about when reading this chapter was coming from high school, coming from being one of the fastest, one of the strongest, most fit, coming to the ship and being considered skinny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not really.
Listen, y'all, the first time I laid eyes on this man, the first thing that came to my head, dang, he's skinny. Hey, that man said, I'm skinny. That boy was like, I ain't skinny.
Right. And that's the Dunning-Kruger effect. I grew up in that environment. Everyone around me thought that I was the most fit, you know, the most intelligent or the most ripped and all of these things. And I come to this ship and I'm seeing people lifting 335. You know what I mean? I'm running 850 miles and a half, and I see people running 8-minute flats, 6 minutes, mile and a half. And man, it was crazy to me. And it's also crazy that, you know, that's one of the ways to protect yourself from the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's basically by surrounding yourself by people who are better than you, by surrounding yourself by people who are going to give you that constructive criticism, and you are able to accept it. It's good to have confidence, but it's great to be able to accept that criticism and be able to accept that you are not the best and you have to put in that work to become the best. It talks about basically, like I said, being incompetent and not putting in that work to become better. And we talked about this before as well. When, you know, skill and talent, yeah, you get far with it, but self-discipline and determination would take you further than those with skill and talent. So I came to the ship with skill and talent and athleticism, but there were people who surpassed me. And the only way that I can get up to the same level as them is by putting in that work to be that person that I once knew myself to be. Not just saying, oh, like I was doing at first, I ain't skinny. No, forget y'all, you know. But yeah.
Start getting into the gym. Start getting okay. Now he catching up to us. Come on, man. But yeah, like you said, the master of art is being highly productive. But you gotta remember that, hey, I'm gonna be productive, but I gotta know that you know what I'm saying, there's room for improvement. You don't think you just at the top of the food chain. You just know that there's always going to be a chance of you running into somebody that's better than you at that thing that you think you the goat at, you the best at.
Right.
So just know that you can't just sit on that high horse and think you're better. Nah, you got to continue to grind, continue to get better. There's always somewhere to improve. Like they gave an example in here about being a driver. This person like, all right, I'm a good driver. I know I can, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing. And then he goes and take the advanced driver course and then fails. And so you either can go, it's two ways you can go with it. You can take the constructive criticism, like, all right, I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was. I'm not the GOAT. I'm not the best. There's room for improvement. I'm going to get better. Or you can be like, man, what is he talking? He don't know what he's talking about. That instructor don't know nothing. I am the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best driver there is. He don't know. And then guess what? You stay stagnant. You don't get no better with that type of mind thoughts, with those type of thinking. I got a little tongue tied, but with that type of thinking, you be like, you ain't gonna get no better just sitting there thinking I'm already the best. Now, if you see you messed up, all right, I'm low right here. I can see where I can improve at. I'm gonna go here, do this, and get back up. So you got to aim to be better every day. Aim to be better than you was yesterday with everything in life. I love that. I love that saying. Aim to be better than you were yesterday.
And you know, one of the things about the Dunning-Kruger effect that I kind of disagree with, I mean, it's kind of like a contradiction. It's like, you kind of got to have that confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let somebody tell you that you're not capable of doing this, or you can't do that. Hey, or you got to keep
one of my
going.
favorite lines. When my boy say Malibu most wanted, talk is cheap. You got to prove to me that I ain't who I say I am. And then once you prove it, I'm gonna be like, all right, you're right. I gotta go back to the drawing board.
Right. Like you gotta have that confidence, you know, but it'll behoove you to have that confidence and also have that drive behind that confidence. You understand that you probably are really good at this, and you're not gonna let this person tell you that you aren't. But you also understand that I'm gonna put in this work to let it be known that I am good, and I'm gonna be better, and I'm gonna be the best. So what I'm saying is not a lie. I am the best. I'm gonna be the best. You know, like, hey, what Ali say, man? Ali, hey, the greatest.
I'm the greatest until you prove me I ain't.
Right. Hey, you gotta have that confidence, but you also, like we said, man, you gotta have that balance between accepting that constructive criticism. You gotta have that balance, even if it's not constructive, even if somebody's just hating on you. You know what I'm saying? It's better to take the positive out of things rather than just look at the negatives. You know, why is this person even comfortable with saying that I suck? You know, you know what I mean?
But then you also, now that you say that, you know what I'm saying, you also have to realize when somebody just being a straight up hater. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between somebody giving you some criticism and, you know what I'm saying, you can take it, leave, and them just being a straight up hater. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to dissect it. Even the haters, I ain't gonna lie, even the haters might be a little bit right. You got to take it, but you got to be able to, that comes again to knowing yourself. You got to know that, all right, he ain't lying about this flaw. He a hater, but he kind of ain't lying. So I could go back to the drawing board and get back better for this.
Right.
But he just being a straight up hater. You know what I'm saying? He or she, depending on whoever the hater is, it could be the person that you love the most. They can be a hater. I done seen it with my own two eyes. Somebody living in the same household as somebody else hating on that person because they striving to be better than them, and they just don't know how to do that for themselves. So they like, oh, you ain't gonna get there. You ain't gonna do it.
Right. You know what? I actually kind of want to add into that how the Dunning-Kruger effect affected somebody like Marlon Wayans. I was just watching his stand-up about how he knows Chris Rock so well, and how Chris Rock was hating on him at his very first stand-up comedy, was in the front row saying, "You ain't funny, I'm funnier than you." Like you supposed to be the one coming up with the jokes, you know. So he was clowning them, and Marlon was just like, "Nah, man, I'm the best out here. What you mean?" You know what I mean? And but he took that as well. He took that, and it made him quit stand-up comedy for 20 years. But he came back selling seats, you know, selling out the stadium, because he was actually funny, you know. But even though he felt like Chris Rock was hating at that point, at the same time, it was some truth to it because he wasn't getting no laughs at that time.
Yeah.
It was silent, but he took it and he let it catapult himself into the career that he's in now.
Yeah. See, that's why it's important. Like I said, you got to be able to dissect it, lay down. You know what I'm saying? Put your ego aside and just look at it is for what it is. You know, sometimes you might suck at whatever it is, and you're not trying to hear it because the person is coming from, but that person that is coming from could be 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you next chapter.
Yeah. The daily habits to improve self-discipline, which in the beginning of this book we kind of touched on a lot of these subjects about your routines and everything, but one of the most I would say bold chapters in here to me was that your habits are a reflection of your character. And a lot of people don't realize that, man. A lot of people don't realize that their habits are a reflection of their character. If you always that late person, you're gonna forever be known as that late person. You know what I mean? And that's your character. You're late. You know what I mean? You're not seen as this pristine person, organized, always on time. And some people take pride in those things. Some people when they known as that late person, oh man, you know me, man. I'm gonna be up, I'm gonna be there an hour after it start, and they take pride in that. But that's not always, it's not a good thing because you're right. It's bad habits that you're accepting, which means that you probably are accepting other bad habits.
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, like you said, your habits become a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Become a part of your character because you do this. Like, man, I ain't saying no names, but I know people. I have people in my life to this day that I will want to see, be like, hey, we doing something over here. We got to get together and come pull up. I want you to come, this and that. I say that because I want to see them, of course, but I already know that it's a 9 times out of 10 that they ain't going to show up. I'm going to still extend my hand because I love them and I want to see them. But that don't mean they're gonna show up. And that's just what we're saying is that's a habit that has been so formed that you've done it so many times that's what we know you for doing. Like this, your MO is like, we know that, all right, you can invite him or her. That don't mean they're gonna come. But you should. So I'm saying it's okay to still extend that hand, but that's some things you don't want to stick to you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you feel like, I mean, you're okay with having that stigma, then okay, and then that's you that do your thing. Then, if you're okay with being the late person every time, everywhere you go, then I guess it's okay if that's what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? But don't be feeling some type of way when people were like looking at you like, hey, I thought you was gonna be there for me. You didn't. Like, that's on you.
Yeah. Hey man, you know what? There was another topic on here. The practice gratitude, bro. So the practice gratitude. I didn't mention that one, but that's part of your daily habits to basically improve on. Mm-hmm. And to me, gratitude. I think about this every day. When I'm going to work and I'm like, I wish I could just be where I want to be today. But if you're not practicing gratitude or where you at today, how are you gonna do the same where you want to be? You're never gonna be satisfied. You're never gonna be able to have gratitude for where you at. So one of the things, and I heard it on many videos, is just to basically be appreciative of what you have today to catapult you into, to launch you into where you want to be at tomorrow. So appreciate, like I got a great job, you know what I mean? So I got one of the best civilian jobs that, a person can get, So I have to be able to practice gratitude with that so that when I do make it to the point of running my own real estate business, running my own rental, having multiple properties and rental properties, I will be able to appreciate that. And that was kind of a subject and a topic that touched my heart a little bit. I'm like, man, it's something that I really feel like you need to do.
Let me piggyback on this gratitude that you're talking about. Let me hit you with a different angle. It's like when it comes to this gratitude, like you said, you also about to get a little bit into my therapy bag. You know, I love my therapy stuff, but you got to be able to give yourself grace. I love that word, grace. So for me, I like to have goals that's like all right, this is a big goal. Like I like it's out there like that. And sometimes I get too hard on myself to it, like you ain't doing this, you ain't did this, you like where you at, what are you doing to yourself? You need to step up and knock it down and get to this goal that you're trying to do this. So I had to learn, like my therapist, the best therapist in the world, she's like, hey, you got to learn to give yourself grace. I'm like, what you mean? And she's like, you have to say, look in the mirror and be like, all right, I know this is where I want to be. And I need to just take a step back, calm down, and not be so hard on myself. Give yourself grace. Remember that you are human. Take some time and then recuperate and get back on it. So give yourself that grace and allow yourself to be human and realize that, all right, it can't be done without me being able to have the right mindset. You know, you got to be able to calm down, relax, get it together. Then you are able to get it when you at a better mindset. But if you're going to sit there and stress yourself out, why I'm not here, why I'm not doing that, then it's going to make it so much harder for you.
Right. And I mean, and stuff like that in turns lead to the lack of gratitude. It leads to you complaining about your job because you're not happy about where you're at and you don't even see how you're going to get where you want to go. And, you know, that goes into setting your daily goals, which is one of the topics you talk about. You know, set daily goals, set small goals that ultimately lead to your big goals. And like, I mean, I sound like a broken record with all the YouTube videos and podcasts and commercials even that, you know, that tell you small stuff like this, set a daily goal. But it's something that a lot of us don't do. You know, it's repeated so many times and in so many places that it seems like it's not a big deal. But setting small daily goals can lead you to that big prize that you want to obtain.
I'm glad you said that because it's got to roll us right into this next thing we're about to talk about. Those setting those small goals is very important because it's going to help you stay organized. Mm-hmm. Being organized is so important. It can help you out with so much because it can just make your time go by so much faster and smoother. Like knowing where everything is at, where your keys at, where your wallet at, where your shoes at, where your work shoes at, you know, that way you're not scrambling. Like everything is organized. You already know, all right, in the morning, I got my breakfast ready. I got my oatmeal. I got my eggs, whatever it is I need to do. It's already lined up. That way you are not scrambling. And when you're scrambling, your day is going to be jam-packed and you're going to be rushing. You're going to be rushing if you're not organized. So it's best to take, I say a Sunday or a weekend, whatever I want to say, to just go ahead and organize everything the way you need it to be. Go ahead and just suck it up. Lose one day of just straight up organizing the way you're just going to set up your week. And for your week, you want to make sure every time that you're coming home that you staying on top of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like cleaning, like you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as if like me, you know what I'm saying, living by myself, you washing your dishes. I'm only by myself. So if I'm a cook, unless my kids are here, you know, I'm cooking for myself. I only have like 3 dishes. If I just knock those 3 dishes out right after I cook cleaning, I don't build a pile. It's just simple. That's what I'm just saying as an example for simple tricks like that. It's just, all right, you don't want to, if I don't fold this load that I just washed, and guess what's going to happen? I need to wash another load already. And then now I got a pile. You just, as soon as it come out the dryer, fold it up, get it out the way. That way you staying more organized and you're not just one day you just like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff I got to do. It's about to take a while.
Right. And you know, man, like being organized, I have points in my life, and that's where my self-discipline comes in at, where I am organized, and there's parts where I'm not organized, where when I do clean and wash the clothes, I'm folding them right then and there, and you know, I know where it go. Being a single parent, single father, for all the single parents out there, one thing that we don't want to do is tell ourselves, oh, I operate best under chaos. because no, we don't. No, we don't. Man, if I was perfectly organized, and there's no such thing as perfect, but what my definition of perfect would be, organized,
you could be.
It'd be so much easier, especially being a single father out in the state where I have no family and no one else to depend on. It'd be so much easier to get up, get my kids ready for school, get to the gym, because I'm always looking for my keys in the morning or something, or something simple that really throws off the whole day. Oh man, I was late dropping the kids off at the bus. Now I gotta drop them off at school, which set me back another 30 minutes. So now I can't go to the gym for those 30 minutes. Now I gotta go to work. Now after work, I didn't take out the food because I didn't wake up early enough and wasn't organized to know what we was going to eat today. So I didn't take out the food. So now I'm either ordering out or I'm trying to rush and find some food.
Yep. So one thing can just throw off your entire day.
The entire day, man. The organization is one of the best skill sets. It is a skill. It's a skill to be organized.
So for you people out there that think, all right, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm saying I like organized chaos. Like my chaos is organized. No, think about it. You're saying you can operate in that environment. Imagine what kind of environment you're going to operate. I mean, imagine how good you're going to operate in an organized environment. If you are organized and it's already ready for you, you're going to have so much time. You're going to get back so much more time. And if you know what I'm saying, like you said, you're doing this in the chaos.
Man, and the only reason we say that is because we grew up in an environment of chaos. So it scares us, honestly, to know to operate outside of chaos. It's like we don't know. Like that's something we've never had to do before. It's the norm, like, hey man, I operate best because I've been operating out of chaos for the past 20 years. Well, that's why you're complaining about where you at right now. Because you've been operating out of chaos. You've been causing yourself more stress, losing more energy, losing your positive image, not having a great bedtime. It all just ties into all of that. And yeah, I mean, I feel like one of the things which rolls into our next topic that helps all of that and helps kind of decloud your mind would be prayer and meditating. I like meditation. I really like meditation. It clears my mind, man. It gets me ready for the steps I know I need to take for the next day. I'm not thinking about this problem I got here, this problem I got there. I'm thinking strictly about how can I better my day tomorrow? What did I do today that didn't work out that I can better tomorrow? And not only that, it's relaxing. Super relaxed.
See that I haven't learned. I haven't learned how to meditate. My mind goes 1,000 miles a minute. I sit there and I tried it. But I think my thing is, I have to learn to take it one minute at a time and then build the time up, because just sitting there, it's just like my mind just keep on racing this and that. But what I have learned that has helped me out is writing in the morning, writing out my thoughts, how I'm gonna get through my day, what am I encountering for my day. So that way I'm not gonna be surprised or whatever it is. I set out my goals for the day. All right, I got these 3 goals that I have to get done today, and these are the other goals that I would like to achieve today also. And it actually helps me out with having some structure like that.
But I'm actually kind of glad you said that, bro, that you're not good at meditating, because I'm gonna disagree with you. If you're not good at meditating, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this book right now, because reading is a form of meditation. It clears your mind. It gets your mind focused on one thing. That one thing projects other things that you can organize in your mind when you're meditating. Meditating can be taking a 10-minute shower and just having deep thought. It can be soaking in the bath. It can be sitting up at night and just sitting in silence.
I get what you're saying. It's not like the sense of like the traditional sitting Indian style and then just eyes closed and floating in the air type joint. It's not that going on, but
yeah, no, it's not, Yeah. Now that form of meditation, that's a different structure of meditation that would kind of help you get to a different part of your mindset. Actually, it'll It's kind of like breaking out of the matrix.
I'm glad you said that, because now that you said that, I think I do meditate every day now, because when I be in that shower, I just be in there for a long time, letting that heat hit me, and just in thoughts of what I'm going to do, what I need to do, how I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's all different forms of meditation. Whatever brings you peace, whatever clears your mind, that's meditation.
Bro, I told you, man, this book will have us talking for 5 episodes, but we're going to try to wrap it up today, people. I promise you, we're going to try to. I'm telling you, this book. Hey, man. Hey, Daniel Walter, man. Good job. Hey, you might cut us a percentage. We're gonna have some people buy your book, man. Come on, man. You might cut a little something.
Hey, man. Hey, for real, man. This book, though. Book.
I love it. I'm keeping this, and this is gonna be on the shelf forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So we're gonna jump into the building better habits. Go ahead. You want to jump on that one?
Yeah, I jump on it. So, I mean, one of the things that Daniel here talked about on how to build better habits and what helps build better habits is basically understanding that 40% rule. What is that 40% rule? That 40% rule is when I'm working out and I feel like I'm dead tired, we always have another 60% in us that our mind just doesn't want us to take, because our mind is in self-preservation. Our mind wants us to preserve our body. So our mind is telling us, hey, you tired, quit, so that you can recover within the next 5 minutes. But we all had that moment where we're doing something like running, and what people call the second wind. That's what our second wind is. That's that 60% kicking in. That's that us telling our mind, hey, this is not all I have. I have more. I can do more. I can keep going. I can push myself further. And a lot of the SEALs, the Navy SEALs, they take on this training, and that's what they base their training off of, that 40% rule.
Yep. Think about it, man. How many times have y'all been running and then y'all stop, and like not even like 60 seconds after that, he's like, man, I could have ran some more. Like I ain't even. I felt like I was dying at the moment, but it was really my brain playing tricks on me.
Right.
Because you really had some more left in you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, because like this line right here that he said, success becomes your reality when you believe you can do more.
And we hear that all the time.
We hear that all the time.
Yeah.
When you believe you can do more, you're gonna do more. Like I can do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can do this. You do 10 pull-ups and you've linked, yeah, that's the best I could do. Nah, don't do that. You get on that pull-up bar knowing that, hey, I'm going for 30. Whether if you fall short, you fall short. But you just know that you can do more than that bare minimum that you was thinking of at first. Don't let your brain trick you. You can always try to pull up and get more.
And one of the best ways to help us get past what we would call a PR, our personal record, would be having that 10x rule, that goal that's 10 times bigger than the actual goal that you have. Exactly. So if your goal is to do 20 push-ups, tell yourself that you're going to do 100. You know what I'm saying? So now you at 30, you already had it in your mind that you're going to do 20. But since you have this 10x rule, this 10 times my actual goal, now you're trying to reach 100. Now you probably reach to 70. And the next time when you actually do reach 100, you set it even higher. And you're going to surpass all of your goals by milestones.
I promise you're going to surprise yourself with this type of thinking and doing. You're going to surprise yourself because you're going to be like, oh, man, I really could do that. I've been playing myself all along.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Man, I think that 10X rule, it helps a lot, too. Not only would it help with achieving bigger goals, it'll help with your self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? If you're telling yourself I'm going to hit 20, in your mind, you probably like, that's low, but I'm gonna try to hit it. And then you don't hit it. Now, because you already had a set that you're gonna hit this low number. To you, it was low anyway. So what's the point of even trying? So now you're just destroying your self-confidence. I can't even do 20 push-ups. When just say 100. I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. I know normally I'm only doing 15 push-ups, but I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. I gotta push this out. And you might get 50, you might get 60, you might get 70. You may not get the 100, but you definitely going to surpass that PR. And you're gonna feel a lot better about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep that mindset.
Just tie that into everything in life. And like my first therapist say, man, this guy, he was pretty dope too. He told me, like, one thing you gotta do is get rid of negative self-talk. Get that out of your head. You do not tell yourself that you can't do something. You gonna defeat yourself before, because you're gonna already be thinking about quitting. It's gonna already be on your brain. You done told yourself so many times. Like, for example, myself, for the longest time, I always told myself I hate writing. Every time I go to school or anything, I was like, I hate writing. I don't like writing papers. I'm telling y'all, every single time I turned in a paper and it was late, not late, but last minute, I wrote it the night before every single time I passed and got a good grade. I'm telling you, one of my professors even read my paper out loud. I was like, you want to read my paper? He's like, yeah, it was pretty good. He was like, you on your mind? I was like, be my guest. And he liked it. I'm like, and it was like, looking back at that, is like, I really psyched myself out to thinking that writing really sucked and this is bad for me. I hate it. It was just my brain telling me that, and I was actually good at it.
You know that I tell my son that every time, man. Like, and you can really see it in children. You can really see everything we're talking about in children, and it's very clear and obvious. Like when we're going over his sight words, he's 5 years old, you know, so we're going over words, the, then, the, have, haven't, you know, he looks at it and he's like, I can't. I'm like, Gabe, I look at him and say, Gabe, stop saying you can't. And I tell him, close your eyes, breathe, meditate. And I kid you not, it's amazing to see, man. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. If my little boy, he'd go here, I got this. Then he'd look at the paper and he'd say the word. And he just keeps saying, I'm like, there you go, man. There you go. You really see it reflect in kids. You really see it reflect in children. That's why it's good to kind of have this mindset at a young age so that you can continue to build on it as you get older. Because we all know that it's harder to adopt mindsets, to adapt to certain things when we reach a certain age. So it's good to have those people.
Our kids in good hands, man.
Yeah,
because we're gonna teach them. They're gonna learn. They're gonna be good ones for this society, man. Because
yeah. Every time my son say I can't, nope. Except that one time when he jumped off the 10th stair, he really believed that he can, and he almost broke his leg. He ain't did that again. Oh man, that was funny, man. I look to the right, all I see is a shadow just. Oh man, that was funny. All right.
Well, yeah. Hindering your self-discipline, or you had something else?
I mean, you can go ahead and lead that topic, man.
All right. So hindering your discipline, period. You know, some people like to use excuses for other people. Like, I can't do this because of this person, or this person is distracting me. You know, I don't believe in that, you know, because I totally believe, I believe that that person can distract you and they could be hindering you sometimes, but hey, it's your choice. You're allowing that to happen. So you got to have that discipline enough to let them know that, hey, I got things I got going on, and if you can't get with it, I'm sorry, we can't do this right now. There's gonna be a time when I have free time for us to get together, do whatever it is that you're trying to do. But at this moment right now, I got these goals that I'm trying to get to. And if you're not trying to help me reach that, then you gotta give me some space so I can do that.
Yeah. Yep. And discipline versus procrastination, man. That's a hinder right there. One of the biggest things that we see people personally do when it comes to stuff like the gym. Or it's Thursday, and you like, you know what? I want to go to the gym. I want to lose weight, but I'm gonna go Monday because it's the right time. Well, why not today? Why not tonight? Why not tomorrow? You know, what's stopping you these days to start? Because what happens on Monday? when Monday comes up, you're gonna come with another excuse to procrastinate on why you should not go to the gym. Oh, I'm tired today. I woke up late. I went to bed late. Or I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's always something that's gonna stop you from keeping that self-discipline. You set that standard saying, oh, it's Thursday, I'm gonna just go Monday, start Monday. You're not gonna make it. You're never gonna make it, because excuses is the same as inaction. You're not taking action, and they both lead to what? Failure. You're gonna fail every single time. Every single time.
Yep. So if you continue to make excuses, you're gonna keep on making them. You're gonna keep on making them until you can't wait until the perfect thing, when it's the perfect time. Perfect circumstances don't exist. If they did, I mean, we wouldn't be right here right now doing this, because we've been doing this right now. We was waiting on the perfect moment, because I'm telling y'all, when we started this past, it was not, we was like, all right, we need this, we need this, we need this. We still don't have this. And we was like, man, forget it, man. We got to start it. We can't keep waiting. Yeah. We just gonna be better. We just gonna have to get better when the time comes. We're gonna learn on the fly, because I was trying to get things lined up. All right, I need this, I need this, I need that. And Steve over here, he was like, hey, man, come on, man, let's just go ahead and do it. And I was like, yeah, right, man. We're gonna have to get with it. It's like, I'm excited now. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Hey, they seen my light. They seen my
yeah. If anybody has watched the video, there were YouTubers. Y'all seen how horrible his lighting was.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. I mean, it's better than mine now, so man, it might be his camera, but it's better than what it was. It was horrible what he had the first day. I was like, as soon as we got on, I was like, what is you doing? But
man,
but like this says, like, hey, we can't wait for it to be perfect. We just ready to get it go. It's just like, if you waiting on it to be less pressure or something else, that it's gonna always be some pressure, some stress always gonna be there.
Because what you gonna know what you need to improve on if you never start? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna know? How you gonna know what you need to improve on?
Exactly.
But that goes right into what? Getting comfortable being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Getting comfortable being uncomfortable, coming into the gym knowing that you don't really like your body. You don't really want to see how people, see people, or you don't want people to see you in that vulnerable state, because you're not happy with yourself. But in order to get to that part of that stage in your life where you are fit, you are losing weight, you gotta go, right? You gotta do something. So you gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You gotta get comfortable being in environments that you are not used to being in, or don't really like being in, but you know that being in this environment is going to help you. So in so many ways.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that is like, I would love, this is what I want to say to y'all. You have to learn to enjoy and embrace the journey. Embrace the journey. Like, the moment you start seeing the progress, then you're going, all right, this is going. It's going. I love it. And I want to keep it up now. I'm telling you, you gotta learn how to embrace the journey. You might be down right now at whatever it is you're trying to do, but if you start today and then tomorrow you do it again, the next day you continue on, I promise you're gonna see that improvement. You're gonna see it. You can only get better if you continue to go about whatever it is you're trying to do. I could be honest. One of the things that I love to do, it's weird. I don't know why I do it. It's weird for me. I like to, it was my body. I like to gain weight sometimes just so I can lose it again. It's like, because I know I'm capable of doing it. It's like, it's a fun thing for me to get a little bit out of shape a little bit and then go back into it, because it's a fun journey for me. I love it. I like to embrace that seeing my body change again after couple weeks, and it's like, yeah, look at that. It's fun to do that. It's a thing. It's a thing for me, man.
Yeah, man. Shoot, in any subject, man. Like you look back on any skill that you wanted to learn, if you wanted to go out and if you wanted to go out and be a carpenter, you go to school to be to be a carpenter. You look back and on the time that you took out to do this and learn this skill, and it feels good to be like, I learned this, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I can continue to do this, I can continue to do more. Um I'm not really comfortable with the schedule that I have set in order to learn these things, but I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable in order to learn these things. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, hey,
You just gotta embrace it, embrace the journey, and love the work.
yeah,
Love the work, and you're gonna see the outcome. So wherever it is in life that you're trying to do, I promise you, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna be grateful for starting where you started at, because you're gonna look back and be able to see where you came from, and that's with anything in life.
right, right, and I mean, and I'm jumping with this one, but we are wrapping up the book today. But one of the things that I love, I love saying is trying is lying. And it's one of the topics in this book is try not to ever try and do. Just do. Don't try to do it. Do it. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna try to be better. I'm gonna try to communicate better, or I'm gonna try to lift this weight. Do it. Stop saying I'm gonna try. You already set in your mind that you may not be capable of doing so. And so guess what? You're not capable of doing so because you already set it in your mind. You already told yourself that since I have to try, that means previously I wasn't able to do it. So that means I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try instead of just saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to hit 100. I'm going to hit 100 push-ups.
Yeah,
I'm going to set these good habits. I'm not going to try to set these habits. I'm going to set these habits and I'm
I
going to
get what
stick
you're
to them.
saying. Like that word "try," it leaves you room for failure. It leaves you too much room for failure. You're like, I'm gonna try to get up in the morning and make it to the gym. So you're already doubting that you're gonna make it. You're already letting that be known that I might not make it. Now you're gonna say, I'm gonna get up and go to the gym at 6. And so when you wake up, you're just gonna remember, I'm gonna get up and go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Let me get up. It's time to go. I gotta go. Let me make it there. If I say I try, it's like,
Right.
I really don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? You roll over and get a little bit more Z.
I woke up. I'm gonna hit that snooze though. I tried. I'm tired though.
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna go
did
back to
wake up
sleep.
and try, right? So that's a half effort. Half effort.
Man, this book though, man. If you all read this book and you all like it, and you all got some different pointers or some different perspectives to take from this book, from what you're reading, hey, share it. Share it. If you feel like this book is missing something, if you feel like you disagree with something this book has in there, share it. If you feel like you disagree with anything we said, share it. Let us know. Let us know your thoughts.
Yep. Go ahead and comment down below. We'll come in. We'll come in back. We appreciate all feedback, all criticism, and all of that. We two people that I feel like that we comfortable enough with ourselves to be able to accept things when people say it. And like we also know when you just BS and you just a hater. We can read through all that also. So it is what it is. And you ready to go ahead and wrap this up? Or you got some more? You done with the book?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, to wrap that up, it's just, hey man, don't try to do anything. Do it. Set those goals, set that bedtime, get up early, go to the gym, meditate, clean up, stay organized. do everything. Everything that this book, honestly, everything that this book is has stated has things that we've heard everywhere from everybody. It's just so it's repeated. It's a broken record that it kind of slips our mind. It's kind of something that we hear every day.
Just implement it. That's all it is. You got to implement it and stay fast. Stick to it. You know, be have structure. Look, I don't know if y'all can see that back there. I got a whiteboard right there. It's for me to be more organized and have that structure that I need. To get on there and just knock out what I need to knock out.
Yeah.
And for our next topic, go ahead. You do the honors.
Hey man, this movie great. So for our next topic, we're gonna be discussing the movie Time, with Justin Timberlake. Man, I watched that movie at the age of, I want to say 12, 13, and it stuck with me ever since. Every one word in there, and I'm not gonna give away anything that I'm gonna talk about, but it was one statement that Justin Timberlake made in there that really stuck with me for the rest of my life. And especially now in the day and age today, and the things that I'm trying to achieve in my life.
And we're gonna talk about that next episode. Don't give it up.
I ain't gonna give it up. But
because it's gonna be we need that. It's gonna be exciting. I'm ready for this because I love that movie also. And it's just like, if you haven't seen it, we're not gonna spoil nothing for you right now. I'm just telling you right now, go watch the movie, because the next episode, that's what we on. We're gonna talk about that movie. And hey, depending on how we feeling and who we talking to at the time, we might even have a guest. We might even have somebody else in here. Have 3 people in here talking.
Yeah, but hey, watch it.
Go watch that movie. Wait to hear from us, because we're gonna discuss that movie. We're gonna discuss some good points, good topic, and so we decided to go with a movie this next time, because we don't plan on just book the same book, especially for 4 or 5 episodes straight. We want to have some time to dissect the other things also. It's not going to always be like a self-help book or anything like that. It's going to be, we're going to go through fiction. We're going to go through all types of good content, good books, good movies, and just dissect them and just have real life conversations. And we're going to talk about how they can affect you real life, real time, even the fiction movies, even the fiction books. I mean, fiction movies, like that movie ain't fiction, but it's just, we're just trying to show you can take something from each and every one of these things and have a good discussion and have something.
Yep.
And take something from it to better you.
And that movie's fiction, but hey, it holds a lot of value and truth. So
yeah, for my young people out there, y'all probably ain't seen this one, but yeah,
it's a great movie, man.
Check it out, man.
I might want to watch it again before we even have the meat on it, because I just want to watch it. I watched it over 100 times.
Man, I'm probably gonna watch it 2 or 3 times before we even get on here and have this discussion. I'm going to go watch that movie, man.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm gonna watch it. Watch it tomorrow.
Again, that movie is Time by Justin Timberlake. I think we can find it on places like Amazon. Let me look that up real quick. Because it is an old movie. I think it came out in what? When was I 12 or 13?
Man, yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it, man. All you got, hit that good old
Google it.
Hit that good old search engine. Boom, it's gonna pop up. You'll be able to find it somewhere on one of the streaming sites. If not, you can get on Amazon or whatever. You're gonna have a couple of days to get it and watch it. It's only, it's gonna be a lot quicker than reading a book.
Okay. Yeah. It was in 2011. You can watch it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Redbox, Vudu, Amazon Prime Video, all those. It's worth it though. It's worth it. I want to see. I like to see all y'all comment on this one though. Critique us, please. Let us know what you think of this book.
Also, comment down. Leave us, basically a suggestion box. Suggestion box of movies, books. We're gonna have a pile of them. We already got some coming in for all my people. All his people that's out there supporting, reaching out to us, letting us know what they think. We really appreciate it. Like you said, we take all the criticism, good, bad. We take it and we appreciate it. Because we always here to learn, grow, get better each and every day. And by the time we 50, we're gonna be the best 50-year-olds in the world.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a wise 50-year-old man. Yeah. With knowledge comes wisdom. So, hey man, drop those books. Drop those books. If you ever had a book that you wanted to discuss and you never had anyone to discuss it with, hey man, we the people right here.
Yep, drop it.
We offer a wide variety of perspective. And my perspective may not always align just because you know, this book, you may think my perspective is going to be straightforward. I'm a wild card. So,
yeah, be honest, we ain't gonna always agree. That's why everybody got their home brains. We coming at these things for different angles, because he gonna go watch Time, and I'm gonna go watch Time, and he probably gonna say something totally different than what I'm gonna say from it. And it's just gonna be a whole good, nice, dope, fun conversation.
It was hard to disagree with this book because he ain't lying in this book. You know what I mean? So
this book is like, all right, yeah, it's like common, like I wouldn't say common sense, but it's just like how could you go against these things? It's like telling you exactly, giving you the blueprint of how to take control of your life.
Right. Who's gonna say being organized isn't one of the keys to being successful?
Yeah, it's not something to argue over or fight over. It's like, hey, ain't no way you're gonna sit here and tell me being more confident in myself is gonna help me with.
And you like to argue at that point. If you want to argue something like that, you like to argue at that point.
If you want to argue in podcasts, then this ain't. We can, but disagree. And if we wanted to just to argue, we'll just bring up the men and women conversation that everybody else do. All this war that's going on between men and women, everybody.
Oh man, a never-ending war.
Yeah, so we're not getting into all of that. I don't know. Maybe we will. It depends on the book. Like if the book come up top, we may have a conversation. We might have a couple lady friends get on here and we just have a conversation. Nothing crazy, we cool, calm, collected. I'm a cool, calm, collected individual. Hopefully whoever the guest is are also, because he's a cool, calm, collected person also. So, we can have a good, healthy conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But without further ado, it's time to get off of here. We just been stringing this along.
Oh yeah.
All right. But yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and like you said, follow us on that Instagram. And we got a Facebook page also. It's kind of, I don't know, Facebook be kind of weird sometimes. So if you want to go follow us on there also, go ahead. We appreciate it.
All right, yep, share the video. Peace.
Out.